Hello and welcome to Notebook Gaming. I'm Note, and this is Bioshock. So Bioshock is one of my favorite games growing up and everything. I played it on the Xbox 360. They have the remaster on PS4 that I just downloaded.
They told me.
Oh.
Son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
So this is definitely one of my top 3 favorite game franchises of all time. I love all 3 of the games. Bioshock Infinite's a little wonky, but Bioshock is definitely the best out of the bunch. We're going to play it for the channel, and so that I can show you guys how great this game is. Okay, so as you can see, we were in a nice little plane crash. Yeah. Anyway, we swim on back up. So I really like this game series. It's pretty similar to Dark Souls in the sense that, not that it's super difficult or anything, although I am playing the game on hard mode for this playthrough. But we're going to this lighthouse here. It does tell a really good story, and it also has a lot of environmental storytelling, just like Dark Souls does. And the aesthetic is just like, it's great. Because this is the first episode, I don't really know how well the audio and everything's gonna be. So if you guys can't hear me very well, let me know in the comments. I'm also gonna rewatch the video after I'm done. Episode 2, if this one's audio isn't too great, should be a lot better. No gods or kings, only man. Okay, so that's Andrew Ryan. He's the, he makes the City of Rapture. The City of Rapture, well, you're about to find out. Probably one of my favorite video game intros is this one too. Alright, Bathysphere lever, let's go. "10 fathoms. I don't actually know how deep a fathom is. 18 fathoms. Alright, here we go. So that's a plasmid. We'll get into that later.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture.
Yeah.
Where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small. And with the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
That guy right there, that's a big daddy. We'll get to them later. Yeah, I know, but like the aesthetic of this game is just amazing. all good things of this earth flow into the city. Sounds real great. Like, it sounds amazing, right? Well, we're about to find out that Rapture's not all it used to be. It's gone a little bit downhill.
Spear's coming up now. Johnny, security's banging off all over. Get a move on.
No trespass. Just don't hurt me. Just let me go. Just give me my gun.
So he's mega dead. Yeah. Hi. How you doing?
Is it someone new?
Maybe. Hey, bro. I don't want any trouble, my guy. That is a spider splicer, by the way. It's what they're called. Because they like to climb on walls. Oh. If only somebody was here to help me.
Would you kindly pick up that shortwave radio? I don't know how you survived that plane crash, but I've never been one to question Providence. I'm Atlas, and I aim to keep you alive. Now keep on moving. We're gonna have to get you to higher ground.
Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Thank you.
Take a deep breath and step out of the bathysphere. I won't leave you twisting in the wind. We're gonna need to draw her out of hiding, but you're gonna have to trust me.
Look at that. Like, tell me that's not beautiful. Just underwater city skyline. It's great, really. Alright, so these are the Vita Chambers. So these are basically our respawn points. Every time you see one of these, it means we got a checkpoint. They bring us back to life for a small fee. I mean, that sounds kind of cozy, not gonna lie.
Just a bit border.
Oh, hello.
How do you like that, mister?
Thank you, Atlas.
Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something? Bloody Splicer sealed Johnny in before they... Goddamn Splicers.
Alright, so here we have our wrench, our first weapon in the game. Used to beat the crap out of people. If you can't tell already, this game is somewhere between FPS, RPG, and survival horror. Let me just bust that. So this is actually ragdoll physics. So it actually, every time they kick it, it falls differently. It's supposed to roll all the way down the stairs and hit you, but because the ragdoll physics in the game, it's completely random every time. Anyway, so these are thuggish splicers. They use crowbars, pipes, stuff like that, weapons. And then we can come over here, we can search him. He's got an Eve hypo and a first aid kit. So first aid kits are for your health, obviously. Use circle to use them up. Now, Eve hypos are for your Eve, the blue bar, which is, well, you're about to find out. You're about to find out. So I was talking about plasmids earlier. Here's the Electrobolt plasmid. Because, you know, when you see a random syringe in a vending machine, you just gotta inject it, right? Am I right? You know, drugs.
Steady now. Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
And bye.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped.
Excuse me, sir.
Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him.
Maybe. But I'd ask you to leave me alone, please. Just because I can't stop you does not give you consent.
Buck, weak. You're a weak shopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow, always have been. You'll be no better off with a metal daddy, little fish. See you floating upright.
So now you get to be introduced into the big daddies and the little sisters. That's a big daddy. His job is to protect the little sister.
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel.
I ain't dead.
I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
Yeah. So, there's this stuff called Adam. Adam lets you rewrite people's genetic codes.
Right, Boyle. First time Plasmid's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
So we've got our melee weapon here, and we'll also get some guns later. And then our left hand, we got our plasmids. Right now, all we have is Electrobolt. So yeah, I can shoot electricity now. Basically, you use Adam to rewrite your genetic code to give you these powers, and then you use Eve to fuel it, and that's what the blue bar is. That's my Eve. So now we can come up to these, and we can just, boop, open them up. Hey, my plane! Oh, that don't look good. Anyway, another cool thing, right? Let's get this Eve Hypo over here. He's got a first aid kit on him, nice. So another cool thing about this game, right? So the electric bolt does a little bit of damage, but it also stuns them. However, this game does have real, like, interacting physics. It does have real interacting physics, meaning that if they're in water and I electrocute the water, it will do a ton of damage because lightning and water.
I'm really cold. I found it.
Oh my gosh, they have way more health on hard mode. But yeah, if you stun them and then hit them, it does more damage than just hitting them normally. In medium difficulty, that would normally kill them. So yeah, this does a lot of damage.
I'm sorry.
Nice. Sir, please leave me alone. Thank you. More Eve. Anyway, Lightning Bolt is going to be our bread and butter. Electro Bolt's going to be our bread and butter for the first part of the game until we get some more Plasmids. My favorite is actually a DLC Plasmid that they should have because this is the remaster. It's called Sonic Boom. It's basically just a force push. It's great.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the Splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But but you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
Hey, I got you, Atlas. Alright, got a first aid kit, got a pep bar. So if you find food, you can eat it and it'll refill a little bit of your health. Alright, so let's crouch, because you can be a little stealthy in this game. So this is just one of the creepy parts of the game. You know, you come up here, got this Splicer with a baby.
Why aren't you here? Why is it today and not then when you...
Bye. Also, you get more damage from headshots even with melee weapons.
Changed everything. They
Anyway,
destroyed our
that was a revolver.
Our minds, we couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs. The whole city went to hell.
Another thing is ammo is pretty scarce in this game. So you do want to use your ammo conservatively. So a lot of the time you want to stick with your plasmids and a wrench. Later on in the game we get more ammo and we get more weapons and it's easier, but in the early game ammo is kind of scarce, but guns are pretty overpowered in the early game. So this is another thing about the environmental storytelling. Notice how the Happy New Year 1959 is still up. I think it's like 1961 or something like that. So this is 2 years ago. Whatever happened that caused Rapture to be like this happened on New Year Day, 1959. They had no time to take down the decorations or anything, so they've basically been perpetually stuck in New Year 1959. That's why everybody's got like the animal masks and stuff on as the Splicers, because they're still just kind of stuck where they were. But we have just about run out of time on this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here and say thank you for watching. Leave a comment down below if you like the game and want to see more. Subscribe and like the video. It's free and really helps the channel out. I've been Note of Notebook Gaming. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.